minerals into the blender, blending it up into a smoothie, drinking it, and then making it again. To the right of the stage is a choir of 8 to 10-year-old altar boys in full cassocks, but with the front of their cassocks cut out to reveal their prepubescent genitals. The first thing you notice is that they all have erections. And they are singing a version of Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On. Except their erections are moving with the key of the music. Near, far, wherever you are. There's one kid at the back of the group who's got 2 or 3 pubes, and he seems to be out of key a little bit. His voice is broken during the week. At this point, a woman drags a wheelchair onto the stage next to the choir boys, and is a really, really severely disabled person in this wheelchair. The guy explains that he has a really horrible degenerative disease that's crippling him mentally and physically, and he's only got a month to live. And as part of his Make-A-Wish requirement that he was able to say before the disease took his voice away, is he would like to be part of an ensemble cast. So he's dragging us to the choir boys. To the left of the stage is Pauline Hanson, and she's doing a recreation of her inauguration speech to Australian Parliament to a group of crazy homeless men who have to take a shot of Jaeger every time she says something either racist or ignorant. 2 coffins are brought into the centre of the stage. The coffins pop up, and in the left coffin is the reanimated corpse of Osama bin Laden. In the right coffin is the reanimated corpse of Jim Steins. Fuck you, Melbourne. Except Jim Steins is dressed in full ceremonial burqa. At this point, Reverend Fred Nile is brought onto stage at gunpoint and forced to gay marry Osama bin Laden and Jim Steins. Just as Osama bin Laden says, "I do," he goes into labour and gives birth to a fully formed adult Lindsay Lohan. At that precise moment, there is a rip in the space-time continuum and a vortex opens up. And a 13-year-old Lindsay Lohan pops out, having just successfully made the Parent Trap. She sees what she becomes, and in a fit of despair, slits adult Lindsay Lohan's throat and then her own. Turned on by the Queen of Crazy and the Lindsay Lohan murder-suicide, the homeless men jump up and they start jerking off and blowing and buttering the little boys. And in this frenzy of pedophilia, poor disabled boy Paulie is pulled out of his wheelchair and buggered, unable to express his lack of consent. All he can do is go. At this point, a truck reverses back up. Beep, beep, beep. The tray lifts, and all of these dead prostitutes flood the stage. Now, they were supposed to be fresh, but if you ask me, they were frozen and brought in from China. The lights dim, the old men lift up their skirts and they start peeing over everyone. The asparagus and pineapple smell hits you at the same time as the fluorescent lights of the urine. And this banner unfolds from the back of the stage that says the Golden Shower Girls. The agent is flabbergasted and can't believe what he's just seen. When he's finally able to put together a cogent sentence, he asked the man, "That is unbelievable. What do you call it?" To which he replies,
"The Aristocrats."
I'm sorry, have you heard that before? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Station 59's first ever Aristocrats night. Before we start, we should make an acknowledgement to a very, very important person, someone who is the leading expert on the Aristocrats joke, and who will be our guest judge tonight. This is a man who has seen George Carlin do it and is running an amazing night, the Setlist show, somewhere else that's not here. So, could you please give a big Station 59 welcome to Paul Provenza.
Just real quick, I want to say, I can't believe you're actually fucking working at this. It brings such joy to my heart. It's an honor to be here.
It is an honor to have you here. And to you the trophy for tonight's winner, the first ever Provenza.
I expected to be treated with the respect it deserves.
Paul, don't step on my punchline. Look, tonight we join a proud tradition of this joke. This joke goes back to 30,000 BC. Oh, that was better than I thought. Archaeologists uncovered on a cave wall a painting of a stick figure of a man having sex with a woolly mammoth wearing a top hat. So, how is tonight going to work? In terms of Paul's judging, we have no idea. It's completely up to him. He's got a little notepad and pen and he'll write down what he likes from each of the events. 2 rules. We're going to pull everyone's name out of a hat, so you don't know when you're going to come up. It's just basically when we pull it out. The second one is the only rule that's really important is time. So we have a lot of comedians to get through tonight, and so we're going to give a little ding at 2.5 minutes, and a big ding at 3 minutes. At which point you are finished. What else? The Aristocrats. Now you're going to hear some really, really horrendous shit tonight. So. Please be cool. If you have an issue with anything you hear tonight, probably the best thing to do is to get up and go to Will Anderson's show. Will, are you here? He's not here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Will Anderson is here.
He's standing in the back with Adam Hills. Don't tell the fuckers apart. Well, there is one more to tell.
Alright, the only other thing is, drinking is going to make this a lot more bearable for everyone. So, support the bar that supports us, have a beer in your hand at all times, and let's start the show. So, our first act for tonight, can I welcome to the stage Jamie Wilson.